part three of the arm stroking nervous system regulation technique. I'm sorry that this has taken so long, but there's so much good information for those of you who didn't see part one, my shark diving story, or part two, the neuroscience behind this technique. Please go watch. This part three is all about the Eastern medicine behind this technique, or the traditional Chinese medicine. So TCM is its own field of study, is internally validated and clinically validated within that field, but we are currently in the process of trying to connect it with Western medicine, and a lot of that has to do with the study of fascia and connective tissue, because a lot of TCM is based around the connective tissue and the components of the connective tissue, and how energy moves and fluid moves throughout those tissues. So anyway, that's just a side note. So, and I'm also going to look at my notes because I'm not an encyclopedia. So anyway, okay, so we're going to start with a very, very brief explanation of the meridians. If you want a more in-depth explanation, I have a video on my page that goes more into depth. But basically, the meridians are these channels in traditional Chinese medicine where energy or qi flows. Qi is life force energy in TCM, and it's like the vital force that your organ systems need to continue surviving and sustaining. So the meridian that this technique falls under is called the triple warmer meridian, and it's actually one of the craziest meridians in all of TCM, because it's one of the only meridians, I think it's either the only or one of the only meridians that does not correspond to a specific organ system. Okay, so it is all about the transformation and distribution of fluids, heat, and qi, life force energy, across three burning spaces, or what they call jiao, in the body. And this meridian in Chinese is also called the sun jiao. Burning spaces here refer to metabolism. So it refers to that food turned into energy plus heat. The heat energy, that's the burning, so metabolic processes. So there's three jiao spaces. The upper jiao, which is the chest, heart, and lungs, which governs respiration and circulation, as we know. There's the middle jiao, which is the stomach and the spleen, which governs digestion. And then there's the lower jiao, the kidneys, the intestines, and the bladder, which govern elimination and filtration. So these all align with the organ functions that we know in Western medicine. So this system, and you can see it basically goes from here in the temple, around the back of the ear, down the side of the neck, down the shoulder, and the full back of the arm, and I think it goes down the hand as well. I'll link a diagram somewhere around there. But basically, this closely parallels what we understand about the autonomic nervous system, which is your sympathetic and your parasympathetic nervous system, as well as the lymphatic system and the immune system, which the lymphatic and immune system are kind of the same thing. So the reason I say this is because that pathway, this meridian pathway, runs really close to your vagus nerve, which governs your sympathetic and parasympathetic systems, your autonomic nervous system, and it also runs really close to the thoracic duct, which is a major lymphatic vessel and is responsible for a lot of lymphatic drainage. So, interestingly, most traditional Chinese medicine work is about building energy in the meridians. Most of the time what you're doing in TCM is trying to cultivate qi in different meridian lines, but with the triple warmer, this one, we're trying to calm it down. We're trying to down regulate the qi in that meridian, which directly corresponds to down regulating the sympathetic nervous system. So take that as you will. Again, any of you TCM specialists in the comments, I'm a yin yoga practitioner, so I'm really trying to build my knowledge on TCM on my own. So I would love to have a friendly chat with you about this, and kind of find this common ground, and this shared ideology between what we know anatomically and physiologically and neuroscience based, and then what we know about the flow of energy and the flow of nutrients throughout the body. So if you are a TCM practitioner, please, 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 let's chat about this. I think it's so cool. And for the rest of you, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Feel free to DM with any questions, comments, concerns. Sending so much love. Bye.